Okay guys, so we're going to show you the deadlift posterior chain exercise. Great muscle building exercise, okay? And you need to really make sure that your form is perfect before you start lifting heavy. So we've got Brian here. Okay, so the way we deadlift, guys, is we're going to first off walk into the bar. Okay, now before he even bends to pick up the bar, obviously Brian's got his shins exposed, which is great because we always say get that bar about an inch or half an inch from your shins, because we want the bar to actually travel up the front of your legs, keeping it really close. Okay, now to get himself in position, what first Brian is going to do, let me just take a step back here, is he's going to lean forward and just like he's almost going to touch his toes, but he's going to put his hands just outside of his shins, so his thumb can almost touch the lateral side of his shins. All right, so he's going to go 2 hands over. We'll show you a mixed grip in a minute, and then he's going to set himself by pushing his bum down, flattening his back. So you can see here, guys, he's got a nice neutral spine. Okay, so he goes from the rounded into the what I would call the get set position. Then he's going to drive his heels through the floor and he's going to pull that bar up the legs. He's not going to shrug, his arms are going to stay straight, and he lifts. So just stop there for me, Brian. His deadlift is now finished at the top. If you notice, his arms are fully locked out. Then what he's going to do is what we call the bow to the queen. He's going to push his bum out and he's going to take the bar down. He's not going to bounce it off the floor like a madman. He's going to take the sting out of it, and then he's going to go back into the next lift, putting his weight on his heels and lifting up. Brian, if you could just do 8 for us and I'll talk the guys through it. So he bows to the queen, he takes a deep breath, he drives through the heels and he lifts. He bows to the queen and he keeps that bar traveling up and down the front of his body. If you just look from the side, guys, he's got a nice flat back. There's no rounding. He's keeping his head up. He's driving through the heels and he's lifting that bar. This is a great exercise for building muscle, building a posterior chain, but you've got to get it right, guys, okay? Brian, when you've done your 8, we're just going to show a slightly different grip, okay? So if you can show the guys a mixed grip, which is 1 hand over, 1 hand under. Nothing changes, guys, but I've seen guys put a lot of extra weight onto their deadlift by literally just changing the grip. Because, as you, let's say, you know, in later stages of the program, we're starting to get heavy, all right, your grip strength might start to go. So he's got 1 hand over and 1 hand under. Nothing else changes. It's the same position, it's the same move, same technique, but he has his left hand over and his right hand under. It doesn't matter what you do, guys. Just keep those arms side on to the shins. That's perfect. Thank you, Brian. Great stuff. And down.